This is going to be another sum, and it's going to be finite again. So you can see that we started at 200, then it goes to plus 198, plus all these numbers in between, then it goes to plus 80, plus 78. So what you need to recognize is this going to be a geometric or is this going to be an arithmetic? Hopefully you can see that if I went 200 to 98, all to 80 to 78, it looks like we're dropping by 2 every single time. So that means we have a common difference. It's going to be negative because we are decreasing, so it's going to be a common difference of -2. If we have a common difference, it's got to be arithmetic. So we know that this is finite because it stops at 78. Now we know that it's arithmetic, and one thing that we need to recognize is that the d is -2, common difference. So the sum of a finite arithmetic series is going to be Sn, n divided by 2, times a1 plus an. So there's 3 things that we need to know. We need to know how many terms we're totaling, what's my first term, and what's my last term. Well, they gave us our first term, it's 200. They gave us our last term, it's 78. We just don't know how many numbers there are. Now I said if you're missing something, if you're missing a piece of information from here, you need to go back to something that we've used before. That's our explicit formula. So in order to find n, we're going to go to this formula. An is equal to my first term plus n minus 1 times our common difference. So we need to know our common difference. All right, well, an we know, it's 78. A1 we know, it's 200. I don't know n, so I'm going to leave it as n minus 1. I do know my common difference. It's -2. So now all we have to do is solve for our one missing value, which is n. Distribute the -2 through. You're going to end up solving this equation. All right, so you can see I'm going to write all this stuff out. I combine the 200 plus 2. I subtract 202 over. I divide by -2, so I end up getting 62. So that means there's 62 values. There's 62 numbers, starting with 200 and ending at 78. That's a total of 62 numbers. All right, so now I know how many terms there are, and I want to add them all up. Well, now I know the sum of those 62 numbers is 62 divided by 2 times my first number, 200, plus my last number, 78. And when you do that, you end up getting 8,618.